Hi there friends, and welcome to my Monster Fusion guide for Siralim Ultimate. I'm Icon, and this video will guide you through the process of Monster Fusion in this game. I will explain what it's being used for, and I'm going to show you how you're going to pull it off, and I will also talk about a few things that you might accidentally do which you don't want to do. So let's begin with the Monster Fusion itself. You do it at this net-friendly little NPC which you receive from Everett after a few story missions, and what he can offer to you is quite simple. You can fuse two creatures into one, and in the end you receive a creature which has two traits instead of one trait. So every creature has a distinct trait, what they makes them kind of unique, and with a fusion you can add a second trait into that, which is, in my opinion, the biggest advantage of that. But there are a few more things that are worth knowing about. So first off, if we fuse two monsters, we get to keep the personality of monster 1, that's the influences on the stats marked by a green and a red arrow here. So this preference of the stat is going to stay. It's with the monster 1. So we're now going to take one of my creatures that I have prepared for this circumstance. We're going to take this little Amphisbena Gardener, and as you see here, once we select it, we're going to select the partner. You can select a little bit of a color scheme which the fused creature will have, which is always influenced by the parent, or by the partner, fusion partner. So really fun stuff, making a lot of individualization going on. But we're now going to combine our Amphisbena with the Ancient Automaton, and we will then fuse these traits together. So the new creature we will be creating will have the unrealized potential trait and the momentum trait in one. So we're going to select now which colors we want to have, and boom, that's our new creature. So we also earned a little achievement for that. So the new Amphisbena Gardener, you can see that yin-yang icon behind the name is depicting that it's a fused creature, and we see now there are two of these traits on the creature. But what's also worth mentioning is the original Amphisbena Gardener was a life creature, which is now a sorcery creature. So you not only inherit the traits of your fusion partner, you also inherit the class of your fusion partner. This changes a lot of things for your creature, because this way you can create life creatures with their primary aspect, which are actually from a different class. But you can also use it the other way around and use a sorcery creature as a parent and pair it with a life creature if you want to have the other class. Basically what I mean is the class determines which kind of spell gems you can equip. The later you are in the game, the less it matters, but as you see here, every spell gem is assigned to a certain class or element. So this way you can create critters which are able to wield a different sort of magic, which is quite interesting, because if you have a full life team, for example of Amphisbenas, you suddenly gain the ability to mix a new form of magic into your team. Also, this shifts the weaknesses and strengths, because classes are strong and weak against certain classes. So that's the basics around fusion. It always works like this. You pick up creature 1 and you mix it with creature 2. Creature 1 is determining the personality, creature 2 is determining the extra trait, and the class, aka element, the creature will be afterwards. You will keep the race from creature 1, which is in this scenario Sea Shambler. But yeah, that's really important to know. So this means that if you want to have a certain stat preference on some critter, like this guy is a wonderful example. This Azura Bonebreaker has a attack personality, and I feel like at certain points it's really cool to breed your parent creature in a way that it has stat bonuses which you want to keep because you can't change them with fusion. I thought that was quite worth mentioning. But apart from that, there is not too much that I need to add. You don't need to be afraid about level differences between your creatures. So if you happen to combine things that are away from each other in levels, so let's do this. I have prepared a little bit of something here. I created an Abyss Banshee. We're going to max it out. And now I'm going to fuse the Abyss Banshee with a level 1 creature to show you what will happen. So you don't necessarily need to combine them here, the Enclave Amaranth. So our new death creature will be afterwards a life creature. And most importantly, here we go, a life creature, and now most importantly it has a level of 134, so they just average between each other. I haven't fully understood yet how the stats of the fusionists work with interact with each other. I gotta admit that's still a little bit of a blind spot for me, but I noticed that the stats were better than before. I just haven't fully figured out the... Where are you, friend? Sorry, the Banshee is elusive. I just haven't fully figured out yet how these stats mix with each other. It seems though that there is a certain averaging between both creatures. I'd be really happy if somebody who has more knowledge about this would drop a comment down below. So that's basically all you really need to know about fusion. It's your way of bringing two traits onto one creature, and it's also a way to shift the class of a creature. You won't be able to change the personality of your critter with that. You therefore should roll the personality that you want before you begin breeding. Alright, I hope that was kind of helpful. If you have any questions left, feel free to use the comment function down below, and leave a like if you liked the video, or check out my channel and leave a subscribe to stay notified about new things. Maybe you'll find some other stuff in my channel you like as well. Either way, I hope you have a lot of fun with Siralim Ultimate, and stay tuned. Bye-bye.